Hey, hello everybody, Jayborino here. Welcome back, playing some more StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty. We're going to the Sigma Quadrant this time. The crew's pretty happy after our successful op on Core Hall, so let's not squander that. That gives us a little leeway to start our work with Valerian.
Commander, our mutual friends at the Mobius Foundation have located the last artifact fragment. When this final piece is secured, we can proceed to Char and confront Kerrigan. Good luck, Mr. Raynor. I fear you'll need it. My Mobius associates have finally tracked down the last piece of the artifact. It's on a derelict Zelnaga ship, located within the Sigma Quadrant.
Pretty far off the beaten path, Junior.
The artifact is here. The ship has several ripfield generators, which disintegrate everything at a molecular level in a matter of moments. Fortunately, our new Minotaur-class battlecruisers should be able to survive the fields long enough to destroy the generators.
Anything else we should know?
Well, long-range scans have identified a sizable Tal'Darim force holding in the area.
We are in way over our heads on this one, Jimmy. Walking into rip fields. I didn't sign up for no suicide mission. We should just take the money and run.
Getting cold feet, Tygus?
I lost 9 years in prison on account of you. Ain't tossing what's left of my life away just so you can rescue your little princess. Remember, you own me, partner.
Not enough to quit on something like this. You're relieved. You can sit this one out, partner.
Fine, then. You know where I'll be.
Adjutant, prep the ship for jump. Let's get this over with.
So this is a long mission, especially with the achievements. One is to destroy all the ripfield generators, and then the other is to not lose any units inside the ripfields. So that means we're going to be playing it pretty slow and pretty safe.
Caution, anomalous gravity distortion detected.
There's the first ripfield Valerian talked about. The battle cruisers should be able to survive long enough to destroy the generator, but only if they concentrate their fire. Got it.
Okay, this might be my least favorite mission of the game. I'm not sure. It's just because it takes a very long time. But that's also because I'm deciding to go for these achievements. And by doing that, that just means that, again, we have to play very, very cautious. So we're going to be going into the ripfields, doing what damage we can, leaving, healing up, mass repairing, going back in, just a lot of that back and forth. And it's also tedious to dive in and get resource pallets as well.
What is it?
What do you think, sir? Quick smash and grab? We're gonna need more than a couple of battle cruisers to blast our way through.
Take your time, Commander. I'd rather do this right and get the artifact.
They're even telling us in the briefing, hey, this is going to be a long one. On the plus side, we have Cellular Reactor, which is extremely good in this context because of the science vessels and also Yamato Cannon. So our battlecruisers have max energy of 300.
We'll be lucky to find any normal resources here. But centuries of asteroid impacts have scattered mineral fragments and crystallized Vespene all over the wreck. All right, we'll scout around and see what we can pick up.
Okay, so I'm getting double armory early. I want to focus on getting upgrades. We're going to have a relatively small number of battle cruisers until about midway through the mission, at which point we should be able to sweep our way to the finish. But it's going to be a consistent challenge to not lose anything inside the rip fields. So we're going to be extra careful, and we're going to just get a bunch of science vessels to do that. Actually, let's come down here and start picking up all of our resource pickups. Just like this. And then we can wait for some science vessels. I'm not even going to conventionally repair these battle cruisers because it's not worth the money, I don't think. Let's go ahead and start 2 science vessels. And then we also want to start some basic upgrades,
In the rear with the gear.
which should be starting here pretty soon. And we need some defense. Not going to mess around with our defense on this map either. You don't need that much at home base.
Yes, Commander.
But eventually, once we take our expansion, we probably don't have to worry about home base. But I'm just going to play it pretty safe right now. Start ship weapons and plating.
You hailed?
Okay, great. So we picked up all this junk. Let's head back and start building supply depots. And I'm going to queue up another battle cruiser
Vespene gas.
now. And once we have 4 battle cruisers, I'm going to go and start attacking. Let's actually head on over here. We can Yamato the cannons at least. Don't bother repairing those, buddy.
Explorer reporting.
Okay, so I'm just going to Yamato here just to use my energy.
right, boys. Hit him with the Yamato cannon.
Add-on
A couple of shots from
complete.
that'll flatten anything.
Yeah, so because we have the extra energy, we want to be doing this as much as possible. It's extremely good. Carriers take 2 Yamatos. Can one-shot the cannons, as you saw.
Not enough minerals.
We'll load up this bunker. You get back to mining. Mules will be really useful, too. I don't want to overbuild on SCVs. We're also going to need a medevac, because the medevacs will allow us to get our SCVs back to base. Stop repairing with my resources. Stop it. I didn't want you to do that. I never wanted you to do that.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, let's Perdition Turret here. We're just going to surround this bunker with Perdition Turrets. The Tal'Darim, if you could line this with missile turrets, they'll actively try to avoid your defenses. So rather than try and line this with missile turrets, I'm just going to focus on defending the ramp. Okay, lovely. Here's our first attack. Battle cruisers, you might as well help out. Wow, they stopped attacking my Perdition Turret. The Perdition Turret is saved. It thanks the battle cruisers. Okay. 4 battle cruisers. I think we're going to go ahead and go for the first Rip Field generator. We've got our medevac, so we can move over there soon enough. I would like to get more Perdition Turrets. So queue these up.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, I'm not going to start +2. I'm going to save my money so that when we get over here, we can set up a command center here, because there are 3 geysers, really, really useful. And the important thing is the only probes that the Tal'Darim have are here. So if we destroy these, they have no way of rebuilding anything. So you can depower their buildings, and then they can't build anything else. But their buildings are all over the map, so it's a constant struggle to continue to do that. Let's head on over here. And we're going to depower these buildings. Anytime you see pylons, you might as well take them out. They can't rebuild them. We already got rid of the probes. Okay, let's Yamato the Scout. And then take out these random Phoenix, and then we will Yamato the generator itself. Wonderful. Okay, let's finish it up, and then we'll back up and get healed. Actually, the first thing I might do is go down and try to rescue the Dark Templar. Oh, here they are.
Antaro Tassadar, friend Reno. The Tal'Darim have imprisoned all who oppose them. Release us, and we will gladly fight at your side against them.
Now finally, here's some Protoss that are actually happy to see us and don't want to actively kill us. Okay, let's destroy these buildings, and then we'll go down and destroy the...
Receiving headquarters.
And destroy the first prison. The Dark Templar are helpful for defending us. There are some errant observers on this map, though, that we have to be careful of. Let's head on down here, destroy this. Wait, first let's destroy the carrier here. Picked off one of those war prisms on its way to us. Okay, I still want to come down here and take this out, because there's a bunch of pickups, as you can see here. So they got some units down here, not a big deal. Let's send this guy down here, and I'm going to bring like 4 or 5 SCVs to come to the new base.
Waiting on you. Understood.
So let's head on over here. We'll drop off. Good work, battle cruisers.
Our thanks, James Raynor. The Tal'Darim will pay for their treachery.
Okay, so I queued up a lot of...
What?
Probably too many supply depots, but that's fine. We'll use them eventually.
I am intrigued.
Okay, next step is build all of this junk. Please stop repairing. Again, I need to save money. I need to actively save money so that I can then build my command center here.
Not enough
Please.
minerals.
I need 4 more minutes. There we go. Okay, that's a barracks. There we go. There we go. Okay, so you guys are all getting healed up. I'm going to queue up even more science vessels. I'm going to get a second starport, and then we're going to start +2 when we can afford it, which is not quite yet. So where are my Dark Templar? Here we go. We can send these over here, because this is where the enemy clumps up to attack us, and we can also free our next group of prisoners. So let's do exactly that. Cool. So we're all healed up. We're going to wait for more battle cruisers here soon enough.
We will join the hunt for the Tal'Darim.
And now we have more High Templar, Dark Templar rather. So you have to be careful with these. You don't want to wander them into range of things that can see them. Let's come on down here and just grab as many resources as possible so that we can then queue up battle cruisers. And let's get these battle cruisers into range to make sure that we can defend against any incoming attack waves. So let's just run these guys in here. And as long as they're not actively running into range of a cannon, which is like this ramp, then they're fine. And anyway, we have enough defense at home anyway that I'm pretty sure we'd be dandy. All right, back up, buddies. That would be wasteful. You all get mining. And let's go start picking stuff up on this high ground. I'm going to hotkey my Dark Templar because I don't want to carelessly lose them. Okay, let's go and get some more resources. Now, our Dark Templar aren't affected by the Rip Field as long as they have shields. Okay, just picking off some of these warp prisms on their way to us. Now, I'm overbuilding science vessels now. I will not regret that. We will use them.
Are under attack.
Okay, nice. And we'll just keep pulling SCVs down here to repair this section. And we can start +2. And I think maybe we want to go for the next Rip Field generator as soon as we get like 2 more battle cruisers out or so. But we need more resource pickups here.
Will do.
The next Rip Field is pretty easy to, the generator's pretty easy to pick off because it's right on the edge, so you can snipe it without too many units noticing.
Now what?
Okay, lovely. And again, we're relying pretty heavily on mules here. We don't need much else. So we got the battle cruisers. I need more battle cruisers before we do anything crazy. I think even more science vessels, actually. So let's queue those up. Hey, get out of here. Yamato, 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 Yamato. There we go, and they're dead. So let's take these fellas and head over and try to take out... Well, actually, no. Kill the High Templar here. The storms can actually... The damage really adds up when you're in the Rip Fields, for sure. So let's walk on over here. We don't have enough for Yamato on anybody, so we're just going to have to destroy this one conventionally. Yes, nice job, Dark Templar. Supporting the battle cruisers directly. Then we'll back them up. I don't have enough for Yamato here. This is dangerous because we just have to engage directly on top of this stuff in the Rip Fields. Okay, let's run away. And let's get our science vessels in here. Hopefully we can save that.
The vault. You're very close to the artifact.
Make peace with your gods, defilers. You will now answer for your crimes.
That Protoss Mothership is formidable, sir. Scans indicate it's capable of cloaking nearby friends and phasing enemies out of existence for a short time.
Okay, run, battlecruiser, run. Okay, we made it. But yeah, the Mothership is a real pain in the butt. It truly is. I dislike it a lot. It does... It always uses Vortex when you get close, and then it warps in units, and then it'll warp itself away back to base once it's below a certain amount of HP, which means you just have to keep doing that over and over again. We're about to get supply blocked. We're going to maintain our defense at home because I don't want to lose my big supply depot farm. That would be a catastrophe. And then we can get +3 here pretty soon as well. Okay, more science vessels. And then we got our battle cruisers, like an offensive battle cruiser force. That's pretty strong. And we have a lot of money. I'm saving it so we can start +3.
Upgrade complete.
And then we have our Dark Templar. So I'm going to queue up
Upgrade
some defenses, nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and start +3. And then we have more battle cruisers on the way. Wonderful. And we're no longer about to be supply blocked. Okay, we're going to rally everything new right over here just to ensure that they can actively defend us from anything on their way in towards us. Try to pick this off. That's fine. If it gets to us, it gets to us. I'm going to head on down here and start picking off the units that are in this direction, and then we've got the battle cruisers that are going to be defending us while we sit around doing nothing. Yeah, more science vessels.
Mineral field depleted.
And then let's just queue up even more supply depots.
I'm going.
There we go. So I think we're on track. I would like to pick off some stuff that's right here. There we go. Our Our Dark Templar are actively helping us, though eventually they'll be sending observers with these groups, which is why our battle cruisers are going to be helpful in defending. So Yamato.
Field depleted.
Yamato. Actually, Void Rays are probably more worth the Yamatos. The carriers are just irritating because of the interceptors, but the interceptors do relatively low damage. There's just a lot of them. So our battle cruisers, once they get +3 armor, will be able to handle that more so. So let's swing down here, hit this rip field generator. And then let's pick up an SCV and come down here and we'll start picking this stuff up, all these resources. I'd like to swing up in this direction next. We can move down here with our science vessels to heal up before we do anything else. I don't see you.
Mineral field depleted.
There was an observer. We want to make sure we try to pick those off. Okay, be careful. Be careful, buddies. Nope. Keep coming down here. Keep heading down here. We want to heal up these battle cruisers before we run them up. I want to get up here and start picking off specifically this cannon or powering that cannon, because then they won't be able to see.
Mineral field depleted.
Then they won't be able to see our Dark Templar if we run them forward. Granted, there's an observer somewhere. I don't know if they rebuild it or what, so we have to be a little careful that our Dark Templar don't just die to something silly. Let's queue up more battle cruisers. More gas necessary. Okay, let's grab these. We now have the gas necessary. Okay, and then we can pick up this weird little area. Our battle cruisers are healed as well. So let me just pick this up, send the medevac back to base. There's a lot of shards that you can only pick up by doing this specifically. Okay, then back up here.
Heading out.
Upgrade complete.
I could always drop mules into the rip fields, just as like an oh shit. I'd like to bring up more. I'd like to bring up more units here. I'm going to Yamato the High Templar. Absolutely worth it because the storms can be pretty brutal. They're just gonna warp. They're just warping in another one. But he can only storm once as opposed to like 3 times, so that's a big plus. And once their shields are gone, then they slowly die to the rip field themselves, which is fantastic. Okay, let's power down this stuff and try to move in a little bit further. The mothership is right there. I don't like that. Okay, let's back out, get healed again.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
What's hitting us? Again, just as long as we're not in the rip field, I don't care. Turn around and Yamato this. Ooh, 2 HP. All right, you're good, buddy. So I obviously don't want to lose any battle cruisers. So I'm going to try not to. Okay, so let's run these guys down here.
Yes, Commander.
And this is part of our new attacking group.
Patching you through. What is it?
Just kill this thing. It's been here for a while. Lovely.
Oh, you hail?
Okay, so we have 10 battle cruisers on the attack. We've got 4 at home to defend.
Now what?
Excuse me. We'll just leave this fellow inside the medevac. I'm just going to keep making battle cruisers. And how many science vessels do we have? We have more at home. We want all of these down with our attacking force who need them.
Abandon ship.
Okay, what's attacking us? Nothing particularly scary. Come on down here and repair this. And then, now we're going to make a move to the next rip field.
Yes, Commander.
So we are going to go right up to the middle. Yamato, 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 Yamato.
Depleted.
I don't think they'll be rebuilding this stuff, so that's good. So I'm going to go up here and then cut straight across to this next rip field generator. That'll open the way to get to the last 3. That one behind them all is a real pain in the butt, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 more. Seeing all those start repairing was actually pretty satisfying. Okay, so these all are on the defense. Again, we have a nice little defense, plus the Dark Templar is like an oh shit. So we're going to leave these right on the edge of what needs to be repaired. Okay, here we go. Getting to this one can be a bit of a pain because there's a lot of stuff between here and there. And it's in like a little divot in the ground, so you can't run in there with High Templar, or Dark Templar rather. That would be awesome, but we can't use the Dark Templar. But we can also depower this group of stuff, which is really, really good. Getting rid of these warp prisms as well. Yamato, 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 and then just Yamato everything. Everything that could be Yamato, just Yamato it. Even hit this cannon as well. Okay, we've drawn a Void Ray. We're no longer in a Rip Field, though, so I feel less in danger. We can just move right up with the Science Vessels. Okay, I see this Colossus. Just kill it, and then kill this. Actually doesn't kill the Colossus. Okay. I'm just getting rid of as much as I can. Let's get our Science Vessels up here to just start healing. We're gonna have like a perpetual push going on like this. And these battle cruisers I'm comfortable with just leaving here. Okay, you guys clean up this little area, and then I think I'll move up with my Dark Templar, or we can actually go free the next set of Dark Templar for that matter. Because there's a bunch of pickups here I want to send some Dark Templar in to do, so we can rescue this group, and then we can just pick up all this stuff. They keep sending in those warp prisms, but it doesn't matter. We're in good shape. Pretty much out of resources. I could build a few more battle cruisers, but I don't think we really need them at this point. Could save our money for like an oh shit. And soon enough, we're going to have to engage the Mothership.
Blades thirst for vengeance.
Okay, let's just pick up some resources here.
I am but a phantom.
And then you guys can go back home.
You seek ours.
Okay, battle cruisers. Next stop, let's go up here and just start depowering more of this stuff.
Acknowledged.
Every little bit that we can depower is good. We could actually swing up and hit that top Rip Field. I see this High Templar. Once we depower all of the gateways, they can't rebuild these, or at least if we can find the Templar archive, that would be ideal. I'm just going to auto-attack right now. Let's leave our Science Vessels right on the edge and keep an eye on if we need to back out at any point. I hate these High Templar. I hate them. So what we can do, actually, if we just Yamato the Robo Support Bay, then they won't be able to rebuild Colossus. There we go. Okay, let's get out of here. Get healed up. We still have 12 battle cruisers. We didn't lose any. Excellent. And then we can come down here and start depowering more of this stuff. And I'm keeping my eye on that Mothership. Again, you have to play very carefully here, which I dislike, but that's what we're going to do. This stuff was coming to attack us. No problem. And I think we have enough battle cruisers that even if we weren't watching them, they'd be able to kill anything, including carriers that came their way. The only thing that could happen is if the Science Vessels ran out of energy. These guys are good, but I'd rather ensure that they make it out, basically, at this point, because they've been in prison, we saved them, they've been happy to see us. They did their duty, they helped us with that second attack specifically, so... I think what I'm going to do is swing along the top side of the map and hit this Rip Field generator.
Transmit orders.
And then, hopefully along the way, we'll regenerate enough energy on our Science Vessels that we can back out and heal. Every little bit that we depower is extremely useful.
Okay.
Okay, great. And if any of these get particularly low, we may want to back them out. Where's the Mothership? Nowhere close right now, it seems like. Okay, cool. And then let's just... Every little bit that we can Yamato, like these warp prisms, just get rid of these as well. They won't. I don't think they rebuild these. Okay, cool. We'll back out. We get healed again. This is what I was talking about, the repetitiveness. We're just doing this over and over and over again. The Mothership is like in the back. That's kind of a strange place for it. That's not typical. It's actually very tempting to try to go for this back Rip Field generator because that's where the majority of their production is at this point. So we have more battle cruisers coming, so I think I'm going to add to this to my attacking group.
Yes, Commander. What is it?
So many Science Vessels. They are the real MVPs at this point. As long as we've got battle cruisers here ready to defend us, and they spawn with enough energy to Yamato as well. Excellent. That guy did not get where he wanted to go. So where's the Mothership? It's going down. This is good. I think I'm going to go back and around. Well, they're going to keep changing where they're moving their reinforcements. Let's move our science vessels all along the top. And we will also move along the top. There's some air blockers here that are going to get in the way. But we're very close to the end. I'd say we can finish this in 10 minutes or so. It's just getting to the rest of these Rip Field generators is a pain in the butt. Science vessels, don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself, science vessels. Just stay here. We'll dive you into the Rip Fields if we absolutely have to. The Mothership is not close by. Okay, here's some more production. And there's their fleet beacon, which will stop them from making any more of this junk. Carriers, I mean. So can we just Yamato this, please? Okay, that's hugely useful. Let's get our science vessels up here. How's this attack going? A lot of carriers. Good thing we have enough to Yamato a million more times. Okay, just focus them down. Okay, be careful, be careful, be careful. Don't die inside the Rip Field at this point. I just want to depower this. We go for the last Rip Field, we're done. It's tempting to go all the way down and around, and we can also engage the Mothership. Where is it right now? It's right here. This might be our chance to take it on. We don't have many Yamatos, though, because we just used so many of them. But we have enough battle cruisers that I think we can just take it head on. It doesn't matter if we get sucked into the wormhole. Okay, actually, it moved away. That's good. That's what I was saying. It warps back to the center once you do enough damage. So let's just heal back up and do it again. We got these battle cruisers here. We can repair them normally. We're just about done with this. We just have to kill this stupid Mothership. When you have more Yamatos than you know what to do with, that's the life, man.
My spirit returns to the Zell.
Headquarters. Come in, see.
Okay, we're gonna go all the way down and around to get these guys out and then get the last Rip Field generator. And that'll be that. Long map. Again, we'll be done with it here in, I think, less than 5 minutes. It's just the time that it takes our battle cruisers to walk down here. And having to manage very mild defense throughout this map is just, it's more of an irritation than anything. But if anything makes it to your main base, it's like, well, shit, you know, like, what can you do? I don't think it's possible to lose anything inside the Rip Field now just because the Mothership is dead. And you pretty much have to destroy the Mothership. There's no option. Just because when you start attacking the vault, it will teleport back to the vault. Alright, you guys stay back. We're gonna just make a bolt for this. Cut up the middle and go for the last Rip Field. So here we go.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, you're free, buddy. Only one in there.
Truly you bring freedom to all, friend Reyna.
Whatever that.
So there are 10 Dark Templar. Alright, and once this is dead, we're safe from the Rip Field generator. There's like nothing else that could possibly harm us. We just move in here with our science vessels. We start attacking up here. They don't even have the tech available to build anything advanced at this point. So if you kind of know where to attack, you can completely nullify their ability to make stuff. Like we hit that Robo support bay pretty early. That was key. I'm glad those High Templars started merging, actually. That was nice. Not sure what my science vessels were doing there. Okay, you guys do your thing. Dark Templar, go ahead and link up. Okay, that's it. So let's hit the vault. I don't think there's really anything left to attack us at this point, so just Yamato it. We're not even Yamatoing it because we did enough damage. Alright.
Alright, we're clear. Grab that thing and set a course to rendezvous with Valerian.
.3607, again, pretty long mission, but we didn't lose anything to the Rip Fields. It's funny when you finish this map, occasionally you'll lose like 2 units and you have no idea which ones they were. Also, the Dark Templar can sometimes easily die in the Rip Fields because you don't realize there's detection somewhere and then they die, so That's why we kind of kept them back. We got them all out. So we got all 4 of our Protoss research. We definitely destroyed all the Rip Field generators. We'll go back to the Hyperion. I'm glad that I'm done with this one. It's just really long.
You boys gotta wake up. Raynor sold us out. I joined this outfit to fight the Dominion, not work for him.
Everybody simmer down. We trusted the commander before. We should trust him now.
You can't trust that drunk. Jim Raynor's nothing but a spineless coward.
You've been nothing but poison since you got on this crate.
That right. Pathetic. Only person you can trust is yourself. The sooner you peons figure that
Heard
out.
about enough of this.
You got 'em all fooled, don't you, Jimmy? But the first sign of trouble, you'll just duck and run. It's what you do, ain't it? Me, them, that pretty little girlfriend of yours.
Don't do something you're gonna regret, Tychus. Think he's right? I'm just gonna run out on you?
You got us working for the Dominion now, Commander. Taking us back to Char. It's like you're gone already.
This ain't about the Dominion. Our war's always been about saving lives. If the Zerg wipe everyone out, it's all been for nothing. So I'm going back to Char. If you're with me, it's your choice. Just like it's always been.
Now that's the commander I've been waiting on.
Satisfied?
Let's get back to work, boys.
I don't want to have this conversation again. And fix my damn jukebox.
A little help here? Anybody?
When you know how the game ends, I think it recontextualizes that outburst by Tychus and makes it a little more sad.
Well, Junior, we got our hands on the final artifact. You can take possession of the whole set at any time.
Thank you, Commander, and well done. You're every bit as resourceful as I've been led to believe. I think the odds are stacking in our favor.
You better hope so. Delivering this artifact thing right to Kerrigan's doorstep. We're gonna need all the luck we can get.
Rest easy. We'll have the might of the Dominion fleet behind us.
Right.
You still got a problem with us working alongside Valerian?
Max turned out to be a ruthless dictator, but that shouldn't automatically condemn his son. I followed you through hell and back, sir. I'm not quitting on you now.
Good man. This truce won't last forever. Just long enough to get the job done.
On a personal note, nice job with Tychus. That ass-kicking's been a long time coming.
Let's go see what Tychus has to say for himself.
You ready to tell me what the hell that was all about?
Man, these last few weeks, helping you fight the good fight, I finally got a taste of what real freedom is. But that's all coming to an end with you charging off like some damn hero for a cause I couldn't care less about.
Then what was all that talk earlier about doing humanity a favor and getting paid well in the process?
Just seems the closer we get to your Queen of Blades. Well, let's just say things don't always work out the way you planned, Jimmy.
I need you with me on this one, Tychus. Trust me. For old time's sake.
All right, I'm with you.
That's my boy.
Old times.
Reconciliation.
This is Donnie Vermillion, live from UNN Studios on Core Hall. Troubling news tonight, as Crown Prince Valerian seems to have gone missing.
That's right, Donnie. Prince Valerian was scheduled to speak at the launch of the Dominion's newest battlecruiser, the White Star. But the ceremony had to proceed without the prince when he failed to arrive.
Official government sources offered no comment.
Whatever the situation, we here at UNN hope the prince is okay.
Oh, Junior's doing just fine. So far.
Ah, he is my man. How can I be helping you, Mr. Rayner?
You sit up here watching everything. Tell me what you see. Tychus just a mean drunk?
I wish it was just that. All that jealousy and rage. He's fighting himself over something he don't want to do. You'll see.
Foreshadowing.
You came to the right place.
All right, let's get our last mercenary for sure. Jackson's Revenge. Oh boy. I love that this battlecruiser dates back to the earliest days of the Confederacy. The notorious vessel has been commanded by dozens of captains, all of whom either died in battle or at the hands of the ship's villainous crew. Okay, great. It also just has giant cannons on the front of it. To the lab. We can sell some more. Great, 40,000. There's really nothing else to do here, so we'll go to the armory.
How you holding up down here, Chief?
Better, now we got our old commander back. Oh, and our new best friend, Prince Charming, came through with some upgraded battlecruiser schematics. I've been working on some interesting modifications for our ships.
I'll check them out. Where we're going, we're gonna need all the firepower we can get.
Great, so now we just decide how to spend the rest of our money. There's the battlecruiser upgrades. The missile pods are cool, but very, very rare when we would actually use those in the campaign. The defense matrix is real cool, though, so we may pick this up. No need to spend our money right now. We're not heading to charges yet, and we can spend the rest of our money when it is time to do so. Okay, well, this has been Jayborino. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.